What up? Jeff here with all my Bitcoin renegades. And I am just glad to be back on here and that I'm well enough to be doing this today. I'm still not 100%. There's something wrong with my stomach. I think I might have like just some really bad acid problems with my stomach and my digestion. So I'm healing up though. I'm feeling a lot better. I went to church today, and I felt like I was up to making this video. ICP is doing awesome. And I wanted to talk about something that put me in a good mood today. So we are going to be talking about ICP. I kind of shared it everywhere. Let me get into the chat here so that I can, there we go, a little better here, so that I can communicate with you guys. Justin, good to see you, man. I'm really happy that you guys are here. I wasn't sure. I haven't really talked to my mods in a while, so thank you guys for being here and just supporting the channel and just me in general. I really appreciate that. So I have a nice little video for us today. We're going to do our weekly ICPTA video, as well as a few other things that I wanted to talk about in the ICP ecosystem and just kind of get back to a little bit of a grind. So this month, hopefully, I'm going to get my teeth fixed as well. So I think 2023 is a year of growth. It's going to be a year of, relationships. I really feel like this year, being sick kind of really, brought me out of my shell, my isolation phase that I've been going through, and really put in my heart that I need other people, not just online, but in real life as well. So, and I plan to build better relationships with you guys on here too. So, thank you guys for showing up. I really appreciate your support. Robert, Solstice, great to see you guys. I hope you guys have a good new year and everything is going well with you. Everything is actually looking pretty good in the charts today. So let's get into some ICP. Right now, we are over $5. And that is a good thing because we haven't actually been over $5 in quite some time. It's been several months. So before we get into the charts, I want us to take a look over here at the dashboard because I wanted to show you we are at 4,457 transactions per second. Now, if we go all the way back here to about February of 2022, we were at about 846 transactions per second. Then it got over 1,000 into about April of that year, 1,600. And then it just progressively, got more. We had a little bit of a dip right here. And then it just progressed higher and higher, 2,000, 3,000. And now we're up to 4,000. I've seen it up all the way to, I think almost 5,000 or 6,000 per second. That's update transactions. So the query transactions is what I'm pretty sure we're looking at. So that is the actual amount of transactions happening. So right now we're doing pretty good. Let's see. Let's go to the 7-day, and then you can see better. See 4,000. It's just harder to see on the larger time frame, the individual days. So that's a lot of transactions. It's actually way more than its competitors. I wanted to show you we're at 1.5 billion blocks now. I remember when we celebrated the 1 billion block marker. So things are looking amazing all over. There are new upcoming nodes all over the place in the United Kingdom. They have some in Canada. They have another one in Canada here. They got some throughout the United States in Denver, Phoenix. I mean, they are just building a lot of things. More people are coming and really building on the internet computer and making it one of the must-haves for blockchain usage. So I wanted to definitely touch base with you on that. The Web3 ecosystem we haven't looked at in a while. This is going to be all of your projects that are being built or are already built on the internet computer. So I know I've showed you this on the channel if you're a longtime member, but if you're new, I definitely recommend you come over here. It's internetcomputer.org. And then you go to explore. You can check out the ecosystem, go over to the dashboard there, NFTs. This just basically is your entire information for the internet computer. And I'm going to be talking to a friend of mine this week about internet computer. So I, like to, allow people to know where this kind of stuff is at. So that being said, another place that I really like to hang out is ICP Swap. This is a decentralized crypto exchange for ICP and its tokens. So you can buy all sorts of tokens over here. And the cool thing is, before on version 2, you would have to trade your ICP for wrapped ICP over here. And then you use your wrapped ICP to buy the tokens. Well, now they have version 3, which is a lot more like Sonic. And you use basically just ICP, and then you can buy your tokens. You don't have to switch to wrapped ICP, which is awesome. So if you do that, then you can buy like NDP directly with ICP. Now it's going to cost you a little bigger of a fee to do it this way. It saves time. It's not much. It's like a couple cents more, I think. So it's definitely worth using. The only thing I've noticed on ICP Swap now, they do not have the charts for the tokens anymore. So I'm wondering what they're doing with that. I will update you guys on that and let you know what's going on. So let's go back to the chat for a second and see what you guys are up to. Let's see here. Robert Solstice. Okay, good to know you're doing well. Thank you guys. And you know what? I'm going to be making more videos on my Bitcoin Renegade Helps Change the World channel. If you guys are into Christianity or anything, that's where I'm going to be doing that stuff. I'm going to keep this channel as my crypto channel, but I am going to be making videos about my testimony and other things over there because I'm going to be spreading myself out more. That's where I went wrong this last year, is I was doing too much in one direction. I have really took a step back and reevaluated my life. And I'm definitely going to be just spacing things out more and being more well-rounded. And I recommend that for everybody, just to not concentrate in one area as much, but kind of have a well-balanced life. Just like they say, a well-balanced breakfast life, right? It's the same thing with life. So that's where I'm at mentally, physically. I wanted to update you guys on that. So thank you guys for caring. I had so much love from people. Even if they couldn't be with me in person, a lot of people supported me online and through phone calls and video chats and all of that. So I want to thank you guys for that. So remember to smash that like button. Yeah, guys, if you want to help get my videos back out there right now, since I haven't been on in a while, it's going to be a lot harder on the algorithm for me. So if you could smash that like button for me and just, show that support, it'll tell the algorithm to push this out to people. All right, now let's get into some actual price action. But first, I wanted to show you this tweet by Dominic Williams. Let's see. Okay. Dominic Williams. ICP proof of useful work produces a blockchain that's 20,000 times more efficient than the best proof of stake chain today. Yet it's hosted by a secure and sovereign network of dedicated hardware with zero corporate cloud. Now that means like Amazon cloud services, it doesn't have to be ran on that because, as you know, with Solana, they were able to just shut node providers off whenever they wanted, which was 40% of the network. So we don't want that. This is great. And we can actually host other blockchains. So Solana, that's probably a long shot, but if it was, used on the ICP network instead of on, a corporate cloud or whatever, or Ethereum, I don't even know if Solana does that, but obviously if 40% were shut off, it's ran on something like a corporate cloud. So they could just do it on ICP and never, ever have the risk of being shut down, turned off, censored, anything. Just like Bitcoin uses mining rigs to produce blocks. Now, the cool thing about this tweet is if you go down here, this guy says, how does proof of useful work algorithm work in broad terms? How is usefulness determined on ICP? Well, then Dominic Williams replied with this wiki internet page, which actually goes in to show basically what proof of useful work is. So if you guys were wondering, well, I know what proof of work is because Bitcoin runs on proof of work. What is proof of useful work? Well, it kind of goes into what proof of work is, what proof of stake is, and then also what proof of useful work is. So I really appreciate that. Dominic Williams always has some amazing information. And now what you have all been waiting for is the price right now. Oh my gosh, we're at 525, guys. So ICP is absolutely going parabolic right now. As you see this volume, and this is a good indicator that we're not done pumping yet. If you notice, the volume is steadily rising. It has this nice volume here, and then kind of levels off, and then a big old more pump levels off, and then we have this massive right here. Now it is down a little bit, but as long as this, we are only about an hour and 10 minutes into this new day. As long as we can keep up, it doesn't even have to go much higher than this, but if we can stay right around this area of volume up here, we're going to keep going to the upside. But if we do see less volume than this right here, then there is a definite possibility that we go down. So we're going to have to keep an eye on this volume right here. I don't want to do that. What I mean is I'm trying to put a line right here. Will it let me do that? Yeah. So if we go and don't get more than this volume, we are possibly going to be retracing. Now I have these lines up here because I wanted to show you guys something. If you see, this is the line that we wicked up to, which is right around that 550 area. What Six Figs was talking about is that 550 area. But if we look and we go back, this is why that area is prevalent. If we see, this is kind of where we dumped right here. We hit it as resistance right there and never broke back above it. So that is why that is a big resistance area on the way up. We wicked up to it. But what I want to show you guys is the possibilities of what's going to happen. So now we have this nice level of support at $5 and then even more support at $4.90. So we could actually say this is a box area of support. Now what can happen is we can go all the way down and touch this 5 again before bouncing up, maybe even hitting this and then bouncing off right here before we continue up, something like that. Okay. Now that's a good scenario. We don't have to go down right now. Like I said, if we get volume above this, there is a chance that we actually go up and we test this again before coming back down, maybe to touch it like that and keep going. Now, if we don't continue to pump, we don't get enough volume, what I think could happen is possibly we go down even below $5 to about $4.90, or even a little below. It could be $4.85 before testing this, going back up, and then testing the $5 level before testing about $5.30 again, and then boom. So there's a lot of scenarios that could play out right now, and they're basically bullish. I don't really see us going back down to about 445, but that's a possibility. If we get some bullish news, like Bitcoin starts to go down, then this is a definite level, but this is going to be a big area of support. As you see, when we broke out of this level, it is a massive breakout. Now we're going to go into the pattern that actually made this breakout possible. And that's the next thing we're going to talk about is why did this happen? Why did we start pumping all of a sudden? Well, we have been in a long-term, possibly over a year-long falling wedge, which is a bullish pattern once you get to the end of it. And I want to show you that real quick after I get rid of all this stuff. I just wanted to show you the scenarios and the resistance and support levels. We will get the indicators out here, but I love it when we have pumps like this because it just gives us so much meat and potatoes to use. So now let's zoom out because we're going to have to look at this on a broader scale to show you what I mean. But this has been a big, big, big falling wedge pattern. Okay. So it's going to be easier to see on the weekly, but I'm going to show you here as well. Okay. So there's two different falling wedge patterns right now. Actually, let's go into the smaller one first. And I will show you right here. So we had this, which starts right here and goes down like this. Okay. See how it touches it, touches it, touches it, broke out, tested it before the pump. Okay. This was a massive falling wedge. From what was it, about $10? Yeah, somewhere around the $10 area, all the way down to about 336. And as you see, this is a bullish pattern and it broke to the upside. So normally you can go to the top of the wedge, which is $10, right? Well, we have some resistance right here that goes all the way back even over here. So this is why we're testing this area. Look how far back that goes. This was support. We ended up breaking that support right here, so it's going to be harder to get above it. So once we do get above that area, About 650 is going to be another area. There's just kind of a box area of resistance right there. So this is a big breakout, guys. This is major bullish news right here. Now, if we zoom out even further, I'm going to show you an even bigger pattern, which could bring us all the way up to $25, maybe even higher. Okay, see, we go all the way up here, and this falling wedge is a lot bigger, right? Because it's been going on for quite some time. This started all the way back in March of 2022, and you could even say that it's been going on longer than that, all the way back here, but I would really say to be safe right here. So with this, we have just barely started breaking out at all. We could go all the way up to about $25 if this plays out correctly, or you could even bring it back right here to about $18. So, or like that. So there's a lot of different, things that I'm seeing right here that are possibilities. The one thing that we do know is it did break out of this falling wedge for sure. And we have tested this point of it. And, I see some bullish momentum happening here. Still, even when we were at $4, I was like, man, we broke that falling wedge. Bitcoin is going back up. We could have another retest, like I said. And even Charles, my moderator, agrees with that. But we don't have to have that. I mean, it's not 100% that we have to have another retest. We have spent so long in a downtrend that we deserve, a pump that goes, at least to test that $6 area. And I'd like to see us go up and test $10 before, March, I was saying. Maybe even February, we could go up and touch that level. So now let's go to the weekly because I want to get excited about this RSI. I know we have to be way over that RSI now, which is going to be telling us if we have enough volume to sustain the price going upwards. And we'll see if we're oversold on that on the weekly, and then we'll go to the daily. And we're just going to kind of go from there. Let's see. I got this all right. Here we go. All right. So as you see, even on the weekly, this big falling wedge pattern, we had a nice breakout right here on that. So let's get these indicators out here so that we can, see how much volume can sustain the price. And then we're also going to see where our moving averages are so that we can see where our resistance is going to be at. So the EMA 9 is at 456. We absolutely broke out of that with a ferocity that I haven't seen in quite some time that I'm really liking. And boom. So that's our resistance right now. It's at 542. That's why we failed to break out of that. And we actually, that's right where we picked up to is about 545. So I would still say that we tested that area. Now, if you look at this, yes, look at this. This is so awesome. So the moving average is this yellow line right here. And we are absolutely above that. This is awesome on the weekly. We're still we're not oversold. Oversold is at 70. So on the weekly, we can go absolutely just to the moon, guys. The weekly is not oversold. If we break out of this 545, I would actually like to see where this EMA 50 is at because that's going to be our next resistance after that. So that's all the way up at that $15 range. So if we do somehow just keep breaking off, going parabolic, end up at that $15 level, which is actually going to be a previous level of support over here on the weekly that broke down right here. So this is absolutely great. I'm not 100% sure that's going to happen, but hey, I have no doubt that ICP is capable of that. So whether it's going to happen right now or in a couple months, we'll see. But people are definitely picking up ICP at an alarming rate. I guarantee that Coinbase has been selling more ICP lately than in a long time. So let's go to the daily now. This is where we're going to see if we're a little bit more oversold. Yeah. Wow. Okay. So I think we're a bit oversold now on the daily, but we could have a retest of about $5 and, bring this back down to a manageable level at about 50, let's touch it off of the 61, and even this will go down a little bit. So maybe we can bring it down to about a 58, and then kind of go up from there again. And we will have to cool off eventually, though. We can't just keep going up, especially when we're at 80. But we could go sideways in here for a while. I've seen that before, where we actually go in the top. It hasn't happened for quite some time. But we can spend some time up here. And I've seen it on other cryptos where we actually spend a significant amount of time, above that level. And let's see, I don't really see it on here as much, but see, we can spend some time up there. This is probably the highest I've ever seen it go, in such a short time. So a lot of the times it bounces off of that 70 and then, goes back down. See, like this, just a quick wick up there and then right back down. So, but we're in some kind of, bottom area now. We are starting to see people have more faith in the market, more money putting in to crypto, and that's why you see these pumps happening like this. So before I go on, let's get back to the chat for a second. On an unrelated note, I can't spell. Okay, well, I've been pretty good at spelling, but as I get into my older ages, I don't like to spell as much, so I use autocorrect as much as I can. It totally could bounce. Yeah, and it looks like we might have to have, a little bit of a cool off period, at least on the daily. We will take a look at the 4 hour, the hour, and the 30-minute to see if they've cooled off, or if they're absolutely crazy high too. I made it. Hopefully everything is well, brother. Oh, great. Fake news is here. Oh, great to see you. I was thinking you were Solstice for a second because you guys have kind of the same thing, but great to see you, man. Thank you guys for your support. Yeah, I'm just glad everybody's here. I mean, I only told people the other day I was making a video and then basically put it out a couple hours ago. So seems so good to see he's all right. Yeah, guys, I was worried. And if you guys pray, if you believe in God, please pray for me still. Like my stomach is not 100%, like my throat's still all weird, but and some people just do that for views. I would never lie to you guys about my health for views. That's just not something that I would do. I was seriously sick and I still am not 100%. But I this helps me when I do it the right way. When I make videos and talk with you guys, it helps my health. When I just bury myself in it and do nothing but that, it hurts my health. So I'm finding that balance, and you guys are helping me find it. So I thank you guys for that. So if ICP hit that $25 mark, what do you think some of the tokens would hit? Now that's the thing. If you guys have been paying attention to the ICP tokens lately, with this massive internet computer pump, they all had a nice pump because they actually went down a lot when ICP went down to 336. It really kind of devastated the ICP tokens. So I think that they would probably at least double in price. Some of them. I'm talking about like your NDPs because that's from a DAO, like your SNS token. That one is going to closely track ICP when it comes to ICP having major pumps, because the SNS, right, is basically like the service nervous system, right? So it's a DAO that is also integrated into the network nervous system, which you can vote on governance and do other stuff. So I'm going to have a video about the SNS coming soon as well, hopefully this week. So be prepared for that one. Yeah, I love seeing everybody here tonight, guys. I really appreciate it. I'm gonna do some giveaways for you guys coming up. We're just gonna have fun. We're gonna have fun with it. I'm not gonna do giveaways to get people here. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna have some fun with it and have fun with you guys. So, all right, back to the charts. I just want to, that's something I really am focusing on, is communicating with you guys a lot more. So let's get in here and actually go into the 4 hour chart, because this is gonna kind of tell us. Yes, see, this is good. Our 4 hour is getting down some. So that means on the daily chart, we're super oversold. On the 4 hour chart, we're kind of getting there. We are under this line, which means we could have, if we fail to break out of that and go above, but that simple moving average is high, then we could have a pullback. So we are going in a nice way. We could have an ascending triangle forming right here. We are above the EMA 50 and the EMA 21. So if we do have a pullback, like I said, about $5 or that $4.90 level, that's going to be where our EMA 21 is at right now. So that could be a good support level that we hit here if we do pull back. We still could have another ascending triangle formed right here. It does look like we might have actually gotten above that. and broke out of an ascending triangle right here as well. So things are looking good. If we can hold this level as support, then we're good to go. Then we can actually just go sideways and reset the daily. So we don't have to, go too far down. We could go down a little bit or even hold this level and go sideways and have the simple moving average start dropping and this start dropping too, so that we're not oversold, which means there is so much volume right now to sustain the price that we're getting overbought here, which means there needs to be a cool off period. So that's what's happening there. And it's kind of like what I did. I had to have a cool off period for a couple of weeks, right? So in life, that's just something that we have to know, that in the market and in our lives, we have to, sometimes take a step back and, reevaluate things. So it could be a nice ascending triangle right here. It's kind of wonky, but with this upward momentum, this could be a continuation pattern to the upside. I'm really worried about this RSI though, because it's really high up there. Now let's go to the hour. And as you see, the hour is a lot lower, which is good. You see that we had a big pump here, and then we've kind of cooled off, went down and back above it. So that's pretty good. We could sustain movement to the upside with that. Our 30-minute, again, we're looking pretty good on that. So the only one that's really worrisome for me is that daily. And this is a big one, though. The daily, so the only other bigger one than this is the week, right? Or the month. So it looks like even if we do go down, though, that we could have a possible bull flag on our hands. If we even go down to that 490 level right here, we could have a bull flag and then continue up. So that would probably bring this back down, touch it about 62, maybe even a little bit lower, and then have a bull flag breakout to go all the way up, maybe even to that 650 range, because that's our next level that we'd be looking at after this. If we go back here, you can see this is a pretty big level, maybe even before that at 580. But things are looking extremely good on the charts here. So I do want to go to the 4-hour again and just see the moving averages. We're going to get the 50, or we're going to get the 100 out here, and the 200, because these are going to be very, very important when we move up. So here's that, and then here's the 100. These are going to be very prevalent. Oh, we're above all of them. So the EMA 200 is at 419. The EMA 100 is at 434. You guys, this is amazing. I have not seen ICP this bullish in over a year. Like probably, since I first started buying it. This is the most bullish I have seen all of the indicators. Let's even get the Bollinger Band out now. Let's get rid of one of these and bust out the Bolly. This is just looking amazing. So I'm really happy, that I chose this crypto to talk to you guys about, that it is actually a good crypto. I know we were in a bear market, so all crypto is not doing well, but I knew that this crypto had massive potential. It's basically rebuilding the internet on Web3. So this price movement does not surprise me at all. We are definitely on the upside of the Bollinger Band, and we have been for quite some time on the 4-hour. Things are looking pretty good. I don't really see any bad news except for the RSI being, super high up there. Now the 30-minute. All right, actually, let's go to the 15. Okay, it looks like we might have another little pump, at least right in the immediate short term. We did just go from like 524 up to 527. This is good. This means that there's a lot of momentum going in. And as you see, there's nice amounts of volume, going in every kind of 15 minutes. We have some big volume. It kind of fizzles out. We go down a little bit, have a bigger dump, and then more green volume. So what that means to me is people are waiting to buy until it goes down. We have a nice little dip right here. Seeing it goes under that RSI, and then people start buying again and it goes up. So that means that even at $5.08 or whatever that is, 507, they come and they pick it up because it's a nice dip, and everybody's waiting for the dip. They didn't want to buy it at $3.50, so now they have to buy it at $5.07, which is okay. Anything under $10 for the next bull run is going to be an immaculate price to buy ICP at. So you guys did not miss the boat yet. This is your chance to buy Bitcoin at $1. This is your chance to buy ICP compared to Bitcoin at $1. just buy one, Da Vinci said, right? So what if it ends up being worth $10,000 a piece one day? You bought one for $5 and you make $10,000. Or you buy 100 at $5 and then you make a lot of money. So yeah, everything is looking awesome here. I don't really have a whole lot more to say about that, other than I'm liking everything except the RSI. The RSI could definitely reset without a major dump. But I do want to put this out there. And King Love being through several, bear markets. He's been right in the past. I don't want to put a lot of pessimism out there because I'm optimistic about the price. I'm optimistic about going higher, but there could be one more fake out, shake out before the massive breakout, which means we might go back down to 450 and then go all the way up to $10. That doesn't have to happen, but with the RSI on the daily being super high like that, that makes that possibility even higher. So, yeah, either way, ICP is not going to stay under $10 by the end of 2023. It will. I would friendly wager you that Internet Computer is going to be over $10 by 2024. And then 2024, we look in towards March, right? Or May. May of 2024 is going to be the Bitcoin halving. That is when we can expect the bull market to absolutely take off. We could see Bitcoin up to $50,000 to $60,000 by then, which means that is more than double, almost triple the price of Bitcoin. So if you even just go off where we're at right now and triple the price of ICP, which actually might go up higher than that, then you're looking at about a $15 ICP. So if we take all of the charts, we take what is going on in the ecosystem with the Bitcoin integration happening, new stuff being built like SigDAO, IC Lighthouse, having the SNS DAO come out. All of these things are just leading us into this bull market. And, the Bitcoin flower is selling for hundreds a piece. There is one more thing that I do want to touch on. And it's going to be something that a lot of people in crypto, and not just ICP, can relate to. So if any of you ever wanted a crypto punk, that is basically impossible for the average person. We can't afford a $200,000 NFT. But if you guys, let's see, do I have it in my plug? I think it is. All right, hold on one second here. There is another chance, and if you follow my Twitter, you already know what I'm talking about. But there is here, I'll just show you on my Twitter. There is a project called Dfinityinternetcomputer, and it is basically mimicking, or I wouldn't say mimicking, but following along the same lines as CryptoPunks, right? It's a pixelated type of NFT, right? So let me get into my thing here, and I do have a point that I'm making here. Oh yeah, right here. Okay, let me just share my screen with you real quick. All right. So this right here is my Dfinityinternetcomputer. And as you see, it's pixelated. This is my highest NRI, which is the rarity. And so this is my Dfinityinternetcomputer. Now, I bought this. I think I bought 10 of them for 5 ICP or something. It was like 0.5 ICP a piece, which is only like $2. Well, if you remember with the CryptoPunks, they actually gave them away free at first, right? So people got NFTs for free that ended up being worth anywhere from $200,000 to about $2 million a piece. Now, what I said is, so does everyone remember CryptoPunks that were almost worthless at first, then went for a minimum of $200,000? Well, now we have another chance with Dfinitypunks. This could be the next collection worth millions. So I would definitely recommend you guys go to Interpot and check this out. Not financial advice, of course. I'm just letting you know there's no guarantee that it's going to go up to $200,000, but there is a big chance that these take off, especially if ICP heads up to the $100 range, and then 0.5 ICP would be $50, right? And then if it goes up to a floor price of 10 ICP, then you're talking about $1,000 a piece. And then in the bull market, if it's $1,000 and it goes up to 100 ICP, it's $100,000. So there definitely is a lot of room for this project. And I think this could be a way for a lot of other crypto investors to see ICP, because crypto punks are one of the biggest things out there. And I think these are so I wouldn't say undervalued, they are undervalued, but they're under marketed right now. I don't even think people know about these because I love ICP, and I didn't even know about these. So until I just was searching on the launchpad one day and saw them. They're not minting anymore, but they are just fire. They're cool. I mean, I got a couple that were only like 10 rarity or something, but I bought 10 of them and they were all minted. So I got all 10 different ones, and that's my favorite one. So I thought I'd share that with you guys. Let's see who's in the chat here. Oh, you guys don't have a lot to say. Well, what's the fear and greed index look like? That's a good question. Let's take a guess before we go over there. Fear and greed index. I'm going to say we are above orange for the first time in a long time. Let's see. I say we're at 53, and I haven't looked at it. So if it's at 53, that's just a crazy guess. Let's go look. I think it'll be somewhere around 53. Fear and greed index. Fear and greed index. Okay. 53. That'd be crazy if it's at 53. Oh, it's at 40. Oh, are we? We are in the yellow. Okay, we're out of the orange. We're in the yellow. That's what I meant. So we're in the yellow. We were at 52 yesterday, so that was neutral. Oh, it's still saying a little bit of fear. Okay, extreme fear though. That was last week at 25, and then last month we were at 28. So we've been actually all the way down to about 5 in the last like 6 months. So us being at 45 or even 52 yesterday because we had a massive pump, right? It does make sense that we had a little bit of a pullback because Bitcoin did go down a little bit today. And this is the Bitcoin Fear and Greed Index, right? Multi-fractional crypto market sentiment analysis. Okay, it might be the whole market, but the whole market is derived off of Bitcoin anyway. So I do want to, before we go, take a look at Bitcoin real quick. As you see, ICP did go back down to 524. So we are definitely hitting a resistance level right here. There is a possibility that we do have a ascending triangle breakout again, because there is a flat level of resistance right here and an upward trending support line. So we definitely could be breaking out, or we have a retest. But either way, I think we're going to continue trading higher. Like I said before, it all depends on what Bitcoin does, though. Yeah, Bitcoin's at 21.3 though. Like it was at 20,000 something. So this is good. Like Bitcoin is, look at that, another nice little pump for Bitcoin. So Bitcoin is ultimately going to lead the market. That's just kind of the way it is. And ICP and basically every crypto until we start getting into a bull market is basically going to be trading off of that. Now with Bitcoin, it looks like we have a possible cup and handle, which is crazy that it goes all the way from November to January now. And this could be a cup and handle. Sorry about that little break there. Okay. And then we could go down even to 19. We don't have to go that far. And then, at least back up to this area. We could just go down to about 20,500, before at least coming back to where we're at or going higher. We don't have to have that happen. This could have been the handle right here. You see how we went down like this? That could have been the cup and handle, and now we go higher. So we might have already done that. Bitcoin's looking bullish. We could have a bull flag over here for Bitcoin. But we let's look at the RSI before we say anything, because it could be oversold. Yeah, look at Bitcoin all the way up there at 88, and the simple moving average is down at 67. It is flattening out over here, but that is just extremely high. We are definitely going to have a cool off period, guys. It's going to have to happen. We are just super oversold right now. So yeah, there's just too much selling, or too much. We're overbought right now. Yeah, we're overbought, not oversold. So there's selling pressure happening. And as you see, the volume is getting lower right here. This is on the daily. And when the volume kind of pitters out like this, it could mean, that we're going to have a further pullback. But if we see this volume break out above this, then it could be a continued momentum to the upside. So what could happen is we just kind of go sideways here, stay at about 21,000. And like I said, until we kind of, fizzle that out a little bit and then keep going higher. But I'm really worried about how high that is. Okay. So I'm glad you asked that because I wouldn't even talk about Bitcoin. Thank you, Justin. That's good. So 50. So there might be a difference on some of the charts. That's the one that I always use. So if you're going to use a fear and greed chart, make sure that you use the same one every single time. That way you're not like, okay, one says 57, but this one, this time then I use another one and it says 40, but the last time it didn't say 57, and it could just confuse you. So if you're going to use a fear and greed index, you guessed. That was your guess. Okay, cool. Yeah, but anyway, that brings up a point. Just make sure you use the same fear and greed index. They might all be the same, but I would just use the same one. You were close too, man. Both of us were kind of right on there. You know? Yeah, it is good news. Hey, Suresh, you're here. Good, good. All my peeps showed up today, man. Guys, I appreciate you, coming quickly to show your support. Having you guys have my back while I was sick, it made it, maybe to help me recover faster. So I'm definitely going to be, not drinking soda like I was. I'm definitely taking control of my health this year, my personal relationships. I believe this year, not only for me, but for all of us, I think this is the year to build your personal relationships back up, because we all went through that same thing. That is a bond that we all have. It's not a great one, but it can lead us into, and what I was talking with friends earlier, is that it can lead us into better things, that we won't be defined by the event that happened, but how it brought us together and how we now have great relationships based on other things because we shared a same pain, right? The whole world went through it. And so it kind of brings us together. So that's what I'm saying. Work on your relationships this year. If you make money in crypto, great, but don't stress yourself out, guys. 2022 was a stressful year for crypto, for our lives, and just for everything. So I think this is a rebuilding year for everybody. So I just want to encourage you guys in that. And if you guys need anything, not just crypto, I'm here for you. You guys, I really believe in the value of community over, profit or over marketing. It's all about people. And that's something I'm learning more and more, and I should know already. But, we have to renew our mind. It says, do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. And that is just a good thing that I think we all can learn from. So, you guys have any questions, comments about the price, or Charles or King Love, you could tell them your experience in the bull market and the bear market, and let them know what you think. Now's your time to speak up. As you were telling me earlier, we could have one more pullback. And if you look at any crypto influencer, they'd say the same thing, that there's normally a big fake out, shake out before the breakout. But if you look historically, when there's little volatility, that's when we get the big breakout. And that's what happened. Bitcoin sat at 16,000 for a long time. And, Internet Computer sat under $4 for quite a while. We did go back down and touch 330 or make a new low of 336, but we stayed at that area for so long with little volatility that this breakout was bound to happen. So, all right. Well, I think you guys get the point. If you guys have any videos you want me to do, I'm not just doing ICP videos. I am probably going to be speaking out about Polygon, Algorand. I'm feeling a lot better, and making this video, like, it makes me happy. Like, I got recharged at church today. I got to talk with a lot of people that I haven't talked to in a while. And just seeing you guys here, it's just a blessing. It really, really makes me want to share that with people, that we just need relationship. It isn't just about me, getting views. And that's what I cared about for a long time. Oh, what are my views? How many people are here? Oh, like, just worrying about things that really don't matter that much. It is my business, is what I'm doing, but there's so much more to life than, YouTube. I mean, it's fun. It's great. If you're having fun, it's good. So how are you guys doing, by the way? How are you guys? It isn't just about me either. And that's something, I'm very self-oriented when I don't think about it. So I need to be mindful about other people. And that's definitely going to help build relationships for me. So do any videos that move you, man. I'll watch them. You guys are my peeps, man. That's why I enjoy doing this. And I probably would have took a lot longer to come back, when I was feeling 100%, but I was like, man, maybe people need my, optimism right now, because I'm very optimistic and I like to share that with people. So especially with ICP, we've had a lot of dumps. So this next bull market is going to solidify ICP as a, juggernaut, as what it is, as what we have all seen it, as what Dominic Williams saw it, as Six Fig saw it, as a lot of, Victor, Agito. That's why Agito Val, and Ludo, they all built on Internet Computer. And that's why when I give you guys ICP, like my close people here, I'm like, dude, please don't sell it. I'm giving it to you at this level, and I know it's going to go higher. Please, I'm going to give it to you. You can do whatever you want with it, but I recommend don't sell it. And so if you guys have any cool giveaway ideas you want me to do, yeah, just let me know. I'm fine, bro. I pray for your health. Well, I pray for your health too. Like, a lot of people have been having health issues, even young people. If you saw that guy who he got tackled the other day, I don't remember exactly what team it was. Maybe the Buffalo Bills, or I'm not sure, but he got hit in the chest, and like it really hurt him. And so I'm just praying for everybody's health right now. It's just kind of been a rough time, and we need good health. So eat better, more mindfulness, better relationships, and that will help our health for sure. My wife got me a PS5 for an early anniversary and Valentine's gift. No way, dude, that's a cool wife, bro. She hooked you up. I have a PS4, actually, it's right here, but I haven't got the PS5 yet. So yeah, speedy recovery, cool. Oh, it was the Bills. Okay, yeah. I'm just glad he's hopefully out of life-threatening condition right now. So that's about it for tonight. Like I said, guys, I'm gonna be more interactive, so I'm probably gonna be asking. I might even take some polls about what you guys want to see. And if you just like don't know what video, but you have like a crypto you want to see me look at or something, just let me know. All right, guys. That being said, you know what time it is. Goodbye and good ICP. Bang! See, that didn't even hurt. I'm good. I'm getting better.